Hi, welcome to the first Wednesday episode of Good Evening KU. I'm Anna, and I'm from Norman, Oklahoma, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Heidi, I'm a junior, and I'm from McPherson, Kansas. Let's start talking about our summer. What did you do for the summer?
I was lucky enough to go on a senior trip with some of my closest friends because we were all going to different colleges, so it was really fun because it was the last time we all got to spend time with each other before going our separate ways, which kind of sounds sad, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's fun though. You can kind of spend your last time together. Mm-hmm. I spent my summer working for the Jayhawk Club, so I was with the marketing director and worked with making flyers and posters for the social media. So that was fun.
Yeah,
it was
that
kind
is
of fun
fun
to put everything that I learned in class to real world experiences. So
yeah, summer's ending, but it does not feel like it. It's so
oh my gosh,
hot
it's
outside.
So hot.
I walk to class and I'm
sweating.
It's September. This should not be happening.
No, I could see people walking and they have back sweat on
their
backpacks, and you can see the outline of the backpacks.
Coming from Oklahoma, I was it's Oklahoma's hot, so I was it's got to be cooler in Kansas. It's not at all. It feels exactly the same. I'm a little mad.
It's terrible. So the first football game was 2
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? I didn't go. Did you go?
I did go, but only because I had family that was there.
Okay.
So last week, the second game, I did not go in.
I didn't either. I felt guilty.
I kind of did too. The first game, I went in and we won. The second game, I didn't go in and we lost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
bad luck.
That might have been my fault.
You lost the game for us.
I know, sorry.
I spent the weekend away out of town, so I haven't gone to any games this year. I feel like I'm letting Les Miles down.
Yeah, no kidding. I know after the first game, everyone was so excited, and then the second game, it was
we're a football school.
Yeah, we were a football school for 1 week, but
yeah, no,
not anymore.
Maybe
next time.
Yeah,
maybe next year.
Better than last year.
No.
So, well, we are officially the third week of class, so homework, tests.
Yeah, it's happening. That's for sure.
Yeah, I have officially gotten to the point where I'm now I have stuff to do. I have to get going.
Yeah. I am a journalism major, and I feel I have so less homework than my roommate who's a nursing major.
Oh, yeah.
She constantly has tests, constantly has quizzes and stuff to study for, and I thought I was struggling with my worksheets that I have to do.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game with nursing students.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's my sister is, but she's very smart. So, yeah. So, what's your favorite class that you're taking this year?
I'm really enjoying the Journalism 210, where we get to come in here and be on TV, because I did a lot of that stuff in high school, and so I thought I was gonna miss it, and be wanting to go back and do it, but this is really similar to the format that we would do.
That's good.
So I'm very excited.
You're kind of comfortable with it. This is my first time.
Yeah.
So, nerves.
You're doing good.
Definitely scary,
it's okay.
But new experience. So, this is the end of our first opening, and after a break, we will come and do an interview with the vice president of this CSSFA. Thank you.
Have a nice day. You too. Have a great day. Thanks. You too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, I'm Maddie, and this is Kayla. She's the president of the CSSFA. Kayla, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what is the CSSFA?
Sure. So my name is Kayla, and I am now a junior at KU, majoring in applied behavioral science and a minor in education. So my position is vice president here at KU CSSFA. So the CSSFA was actually established back to 1980s by a group of KU students and KU Chinese students actually. And our purpose is to spread the Chinese culture and make the Chinese students here feel like home.
Awesome. So you're the president?
Vice president.
The vice president.
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you want to be the vice president?
So for me, I really love Chinese culture, and when I was really little, I have some American friends who are really interested in Chinese culture. So I really trust that American students are really enjoying sharing Chinese culture with them. So me and my colleagues are really interested in sharing with them and making friends with them and make them know more about China.
Awesome. So you, what's your motivation? Like, as the vice president, what would you like to accomplish this year?
Well, my most motivation for the association is to make our activities more outstanding. So there are many extraordinary culture for us, like Chinese songs, Chinese food, and Chinese dance. They're really great culture, and we are really wanting to make them impressive in American students' minds. So that's what I really want to say. Yeah.
Awesome. And so, like, what's your favorite event that you guys have put on in this year or last year?
Well, our biggest event for the whole year will be the Chinese New Year night. It will be hosted in Lee Center, and you don't have to worry about you cannot understand Chinese or something, because we have bilingual hosting and everything will be English, and some of them are a little bit Chinese, but you'll get it.
Awesome. So do you guys usually have a lot of Americans coming to these events, or is it more Chinese students in attendance?
I think maybe half-half. There are many students and maybe families and children from another city. I know there are some people from Kansas City drive here for 1 hour to come to
just
our
for an
show.
event?
Yeah.
Wow,
That's impressive.
That's great.
We are really moved.
Yeah, and there are a lot of Chinese people on this campus. Do you think that most of them are involved in this, or do you think this is just or do you think that having an organization like this kind of brings together more people?
I think they really enjoyed it, because I met some friends and I talked to them, because they think that we have we had many formats of expressing culture, so they really just feel free to enjoy the culture, and they fell in love with China from that on. Yeah, they are really wanting to travel to China.
Great. Mm-hmm. What made you want to study here at KU?
Well, so I think KU is a really peaceful place, and because I am from a big city in China, it's a little bit annoying for me, and so I want to come to a really peaceful place and just studying for 4 years, and I'm going to go back to China when I finish the college.
Great. Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back. I'm Daniel.
This is Jiaqi. Welcome to your Wednesday Good Evening KU News Update.
Hurricane Dorian reached Canada this past weekend and it continued its path of destruction. More than 10,000 residents of Nova Scotia were still without power on Tuesday night as the storm continued northward. The storm caused massive flooding in North and South Carolina last week and was responsible for at least 50 deaths in the Bahamas last weekend.
Former South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford is the latest Republican candidate to challenge Donald Trump for the 2020 presidential nomination. The two-time U.S. congressman is the third person to announce their candidacy, despite the Republican Party canceling primaries in 3 states, including South Carolina. Party leaders in Kansas have also canceled their GOP primary.
With all the dangers of e-cigarettes and vaping in the news, the Lawrence School District is looking for ways to protect students. According to the Lawrence Journal World, a recent study says 1/3 of all Kansas high school students have tried e-cigarettes. Additional reports say that across the country, nearly 500 people have been hospitalized with lung disease caused by vaping. The biggest concern for the Lawrence School Board is the rate of addiction and the development of a child's brain.
The KU Student Senate has created a new position for graduate students within the executive board as the new graduate vice president, Chris Brown, replaces the position of graduate affairs director. The reason for the change is to promote the leadership of the position, which will advocate for all graduate students.
In sports, it didn't take long for the KU football team to slide back into its mediocrity. Saturday's 12-7 loss to Coastal Carolina was a disappointment to all. Head coach Les Miles said, "Everybody is hurting, but anxious to get better."
Everybody in this building in pain right now. It's just the way it's going to be. And because you care that much about winning, I think you'll find that our football team will continue to improve. I think there's a reason to believe that will happen.
The soccer team lost its first match of the year, but bounced right back with a 2-1 victory over Purdue on Sunday in West Lafayette, Indiana. The Jayhawks are now 5-1 overall and will next travel to Chicago on Friday to take on Northwestern.
And the volleyball team also suffered its first losses of the season. The Jayhawks lost 2 of 3 at the UCF Challenge in Orlando, Florida last weekend. KU beat Albany before losing to South Carolina and Central Florida. The Jayhawks are now 3-2 overall and will host the Kansas Invitational beginning tomorrow at the newly renovated Horsch Family Volleyball Arena.
And that will wrap it up for today's news updates. Please keep watching this channel as all of our students' programming is beginning this week.